Hey, what's popping?
What's up?
Fuck you, dude.
What's up?
Well, hey guys, we're back with Honors Film. This is my week, much like every week.
Amen.
Yeah, amen to that one, boys. It's me, Lucas Leonard, back with Alec Christensen,
Hello.
Noah Cope,
What's up?
and Quinn Pedersen Wilson,
Yee.
aka the Psychonauts and Alec. We're back.
God bless.
And this week, before we get into the movie, which is The Shack, Academy Award
Fuck
nomination.
Off, really?
Kind of underrated.
No, it's not. And no, it's
It's like
not
an
underrated.
hated
It
movie,
made so
I
much
think.
money. It made so much money.
Did it?
Yeah.
Did it?
Well, I don't know if it
Who
made
didn't see
money. Sorry. I don't think it made money, but it had a big viewing numbers. So they sold a lot of seats, or it was seen a lot of time. But very critically negative. But I think that's also the left's idea of religion and hating religion. But we'll save that for later. But we're gonna talk about something that's important right now. TikTok is getting banned in India.
Oh yeah, that's the most pressing.
Big R.I.P.
It is because I go on TikTok. What would sound better, daily or weekly?
Daily.
Yeah, just
daily.
hourly. You've
Say
said
the
so many in the
truth.
last 2 days.
Well, because I've been extremely bored, and you guys never reciprocated, so it's well, I might as well send them until I get a response, you know. But yeah, dude. I mean, it kind of sucks because 150 million of their 500 million users or whatever are from India. So
Damn. Wait,
yeah,
how many?
150 million, I think is what the
Holy
article said.
shit! That's
So it's
many.
a fifth. It's a fifth of their market.
Oh my god.
Well, actually, I guess more like a third.
Is this the death of TikTok?
Well, like I said, you got to assume a fifth of their because it wasn't active users is 500 million. It's registered users. So you got to assume a fifth of those, an eighth to a fifth of those are already gone.
Yeah, and majority of the active users are teenage girls and 40-year-old men.
Yeah, and people from India.
Or policemen.
So if you have or the
truckers.
police
Or truckers.
or housewives.
Just all severely ill people. Just very unwell.
Quinn, what was that
Yeah.
video we saw today on Facebook? where it
Oh
was, a
yeah,
police
someone posted to our
officer-
local Facebook page. It was a cop for 4 minutes dancing to Shake It Off in his cop car
Oh
while
my
driving.
God.
And
That's
It was
pretty
one of the
cool.
guys from Copcast. Shout
That's
out.
awesome.
Shout out.
Cupcast.
Big shout out.
Yeah, but my TikTok trend of the week. I'm gonna start doing this weekly, by the way, and I don't care if you guys. Is
You're
I'm gonna do a
start
TikTok
doing
trend of the
TikTok
week.
trends?
Yeah. So the one I've been seeing a lot this week is the relationship between wives, their husband, and their ex-wives. That's
Interesting.
been a really
Explain.
fun one.
You
So
gotta
what-
elaborate.
Yeah. So what'll happen is that they'll play this Ronnie J song, and Young Band song that I'll send Quinn the link to, and you can just put in the audio here. And then they'll do this video, and it's ah, bitch, and then it's me, my husband, and his ex-wife, and they don't have kids or anything. So this is just a relationship that's this is a relationship that's just been established. A husband that's cool with his ex-wife, but the ex-wife doesn't like the new wife.
Uh-huh.
So it's just very interesting, how I don't know, how prevalent it is. It's
TikTok's
weird.
weird, man.
TikTok, you'll see one thing, you're oh, that's an outlier. It's a thing, and then you can click on the song, you can search stuff by song, and you'll be oh, never mind. There's another 100 to 400 videos of it. So never mind. I guess this is a thing. So that's cool. I hope to have a relationship with my ex-wife and her husband like that, actually. So that's cool.
Yeah, you just have to
like-
walk across the hall and knock on their door, and then.
So yeah, that's my goal. Is
Hey, honey,
yeah.
wanna
And
make
you
a
know what? I'll give you a.
TikTok?
So Lucas, you say
Yeah.
you're gonna follow the TikTok weekly trends. How many trends? How constantly are they getting new trends? Is it every
Bi-weekly,
week?
bi-weekly probably. So there's a couple big trend shifts every 2 weeks, I would say.
Uh-huh.
It moves fast. It's like Twitter memes, you know. It
Maybe you
rotates.
can
like
contextualize a little bit and just like offer some other like notable ones that you've witnessed during like this period of just like brain poisoning you've been
Yeah,
doing?
because there's like the ones that transcend TikTok.
Yeah, well,
that we all know
like that you
about.
see on Twitter. Like I've been
But
very clear with I don't enjoy anything anymore. Kind of do stuff because it's in front of me.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
haven't seen like any of the ones that are just TikTok exclusive. Like I haven't seen this weird like ex-wife one.
You haven't? Okay.
Either.
No.
I know I've sent you this one. It's the guy that raps about Christianity, and I guess that relates to the
You
podcast.
sent us that guy because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
related to the shack.
It relates to the podcast because we actually all moonlight as Christian rappers.
Yeah.
We all try our hardest. I actually, so we all have different aspects of like Catholicism and Christianity in our like day-to-day lives. Like I'm a carpenter.
Mhm.
Alex a Christian rapper.
Yeah.
Noah likes to dress in all white.
And Quinn's a pedophile.
And Quinn's a pedophile. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Of
And
course.
I'm gonna take Quinn's silence as like an okay to that one.
No, I was just thinking. I was just pondering
Your
on that thing.
silence speaks volumes.
No, I was thinking back to when Lucas says he just like does whatever's in front of him. I was thinking for when we watched the Heathers movie, he watched like a 10-episode series that he didn't like.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't enjoy them the slightest. And also, what else? I watched movie 43 last night.
Why the fuck?
How
No,
the fuck
I
was
don't-
that?
Well,
Dude,
because
Lucas
I don't know
is like
why.
the ultimate e-cutter. Like,
Well, no, because
holy
it's not
shit.
e-cutting. It's just like a reminder. Like we make bad content here, but there's worse content out there.
What are like the? We should define e-cutting. Like,
Well, I think we should just.
No,
I think we should just make
We
t-shirts.
defined e-cutting last week.
I think we should. Yeah,
We
we did.
did?
I think we should just make t-shirts. I've already said this dumb shit. Like we're making t-shirts that just say "I e-cut" and then, yeah, we'll get famous off that. We're not making good
e-cut
content.
and I have a big cock.
But actually, hey, Quinn, write that down in the notes.
I'll
Jamie,
write that down in the notes. I'll write that down.
Jamie, write it down in the notes.
We need to have two. There needs to be like one where it's like I e-cut and I have a bit and I have a.
Oh well,
No,
no,
we should-
it's gonna be I e-cut and I have a big cock, and the other shirt will be like I am a psychonaut and not.
It's like I
No, we
e-cut,
need to,
I
like-
e-cut and have a
we
big
need to
cock,
be
and I'm all out of
explicit.
bubble gum.
And I'm. And okay, so to counteract all the e-cutting I've been doing, I've been looking in the mirror and just saying, "They won't get in your way this time, Lucas. You will make a good podcast. You control the content." And honestly, like the first 7.5 minutes of this is already better than anything else we produced.
This is a very true
Not the
detective
Watchmen
style of
episode.
self-reflection.
Yeah,
Not the
I don't,
Watchmen episode.
well, I don't know. I also watched Game of Thrones on Sunday, so I was kind of like, I've been acting very Game of Thrones. Like I've been trying to kill people. I don't know. I've been asking a lot of people in wheelchairs like questions about
Been
the
hitting on your
future.
sister.
Well, no, not that one because she is underage. If she was
That's
of age,
why.
That's
why.
what's wrong with it. There's nothing else
That's
wrong.
like super. What are you talking
I-
about? That's even more Game of Thrones.
well,
Hitting
I-
on your underage sister.
Underage
That's
sister.
like
They haven't
ultimate.
shown underage sex yet in Game of Thrones, so maybe hey, there's 5 episodes left,
Well,
right?
clearly it made Jamie into a pretty alright person.
Oh, I mean,
It worked out for him.
well, I think he's gonna have a redemption. Well, anyway, we're not a Game of Thrones. That's me and Alec and Quinn's.
I have
many
one
are
other thing
episodes?
to point out about
Yeah.
like
About-
contemporary things happening this week.
Yeah,
So obviously, like the Notre Dame like burned down,
and that's
Yeah,
our
those
fault
frickin-
because
those
we.
frickin-
and that
because
is our
we-
fault. That's
we-
the like the actually the working theory here is that
We- no,
because
I-
we
I
doing a
was
movie
thinking
about God and religion, and
And-
church just lights up.
Yeah, dude.
We're the-
the freaking yellow
we're
vest
the
movement
fall-
goes too far.
We're the fall of Judeo-Christian values in this
Oh
country.
God! Please don't bring up.
Fuck
Which is
off.
which is awesome that they link those two together because
Like,
they're not even
I
similar.
saw a Twitter thing like talking about how like people in Notre Dame were literally like burning the Talmud at one point in like inside the church, and then people like Ben Shapiro were like, "Oh, this is such a testament to our Judeo-Christian values."
You guys saw that like little cartoon thing that I sent where it was like the Pepe taking off his
Yeah, so I didn't
his like clown hat or something, and then he like
yeah,
puts on
and
a
then-
Nazi
and then
hat.
He's a Nazi thing. So what is that supposed
We
to
were
represent?
all really proud of you for drawing that.
Well,
That
you,
wasn't
yeah,
me.
very cool that you posted on your alt account, but you know that's whatever. We all have alt accounts. Mine is mine's by your logic at by your logic.
Okay, we can't.
Oh, we can't plug them. We
Yeah,
can't.
we can't plug that.
We can't plug
We're
Chapo.
canceled, right?
Oh, God forbid that we have any interaction with Chapo that would help us out in any way. Yeah.
Don't they harass women?
Well, I mean, so do we. So do we.
Any publicity is good publicity.
Exactly.
Fuck.
Anyway, to continue with the Game of Thrones trend, I've also have this windows that overlooks like my little parking lot in front of my complex.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I've been looking at that whenever people come by and just hoping they kind of look up and see me staring down. I mean, we'll see. But
Your
I mean,
god.
not God King, but sure.
Do you ever just like mutter underneath your breath, "The city," and then and then just ponder on it for a little bit?
Well, no. I have a glass of wine. I twirl around. I sniff, and I just say, "This will be mine someday."
Huh.
Yeah.
I have CNN on just on TV, like on mute right now. Like it's just
Of
been on
course.
for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
and they're showing like
and IE cut.
well, I don't know. I don't think it's like offensively bad.
Well,
It's just,
I mean,
it's just dumb.
CNN has a TikTok, so I mean,
Well,
Do they
really?
actually wait? Do they actually?
yeah, all like major news places. I don't know about Fox,
Nice.
but remember I sent you a CNBC thing on TikTok.
That's awesome.
Why
No,
do they
like
have a
it's
TikTok?
cool. No, it's awesome.
Oh,
Just-
wasn't the CNBC one
How to
TikTok? Wasn't
pronounce-
that the one about tipping?
no, that was the
That
one
was just the
about.
video?
No, the TikTok for CNBC I sent you was the them saying how to pronounce candidate names. Beto.
Did you guys see the video tonight of Tucker Carlson talking about Mayor Pete?
No, what?
Okay, like
I
Wait,
can
is this
only
Butt
imagine.
Chug Pete?
yeah, butt chug Pete.
Okay.
Butt chug. But it's just like
What?
it's like Tucker Carlson like talking about how the Democrats love him, and he's just like, yeah, they want to drink up all that Mayor Pete like a hearty stew and slurp up every last drop, and it's like so psychosexual. It's so
So-
weird.
I had a Tucker Carlson tweet brewing in the drafts for a while. Do I unleash it tonight?
Maybe tonight's the time.
Maybe tonight I'll go on a little power trip. I'll do some whippets and see how the night ends.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. It's either write 2 more jokes or do whippets. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see how good this goes. If I can steal a joke from here, then well, it's whip it o'clock, boys.
Whip it.
All right, should we talk about the Shack?
Whip it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Why
let's
not?
do it.
Let's do context really quick. So, the Shack is, I think, from like 2018. I think it came out like
17.
end of last. I think it came out end of last year. I think Aquaman era, right?
Look at the
2017.
letterbox.
Oh, okay, never mind. 2017
Well, I don't know why you're doing the rundown when I know all the facts. But yeah, sure, go for it.
Christian film, starring Sam Worthington, like one of the worst actors ever, from Avatar, Clash of the Titans,
Are you telling me
and
Jake Sully is one
Call
of the
of
worst
Duty
actors
Black
ever?
Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2.
Oh, really? Who did he
God
play?
bless-
Who did he
He's
play?
Alex
Wait,
Mason. He's Alex
Oh,
Mason.
he's Alex Mason?
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
It also stars Octavia Spencer, and then I think no one else famous. And it's about this guy.
No, Tim
who-
McGraw. Tim McGraw.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The neighbor, Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw
Okay,
played the
so-
murderer.
So, let's stop at the Tim McGraw thing real quick. So all these like Christian movies always have like a couple key elements. Their star will be someone that's pretty unknown. They'll have some sort of like country singer in the mix, and then they'll have like
Hang on. I just want to make like an alteration. That
Country
not
singer.
quite unknown star. It's always like a star, and it's like, oh, that's
B-tier.
that guy from
Oh, yeah.
something. You know what I mean?
'Cause when I think God's Not Dead 1 or 2, they had the person they had Sabrina, the teenage witch.
The Teenage
Okay,
Witch.
and then I remember in God's Not One Dead. So Jesus, God's Not Dead #1. It was the boyfriend from Good Luck Charlie.
Yeah, so like they have like some like oh, I recognize them actor. They have a
Yeah.
country star, and then I don't know if this is just the case with Octavia Spencer, but apparently a Academy Award nominated actress.
I think
Yeah.
Winning. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, she
winning.
won.
I got
She
tiger's
won.
blood.
Yeah.
Right.
She doesn't seem
Okay.
like the type of person to be in this movie, though. That's weird.
It's kind of
No, it
weird.
was
but, like
weird.
she's also in a bunch of bad movies as well.
I mean,
Yeah.
it makes sense that she's in there. Like, I don't know, she played it.
Like she's
Wow.
a really talented actress, but she's also like in a bunch of garbage. So
Yeah,
Um,
very true.
But Sam Worthington
like-
was in one good thing.
Call of
He's
Duty
in-
Black Ops 1 and
No,
2.
he's in that show Manhunt Unabomber.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's like the main guy.
Oh,
Okay, other thing about him that I just remembered this morning. Did any of you see the movie he starred in called Man on a Ledge?
no.
Oh, I heard about that.
Oh, was that the
I
one where
never
like the
did see it.
guys on the ledge?
Nice.
Yeah, actually.
So here's the thing: Noah's done a
Like
lot of
on the
character
ledge of the
development.
building, and he's about to kill himself.
No, Noah's done this character
Oh
development.
yeah, he's like everyone
Where-
thinks he's about to kill himself, but he's actually like somehow
Robbing a
distracting the
bank.
whole city so his friends can do a heist. It's
Okay,
very
that's what
stupid.
Well, I mean, spoiler alert.
No, it's like
Yeah,
in the
Oh, is that
premise.
like an early thing?
Yeah.
I thought that was like
Suicide
a
happened
Shyamalan-esque
in the
like twist.
No.
He might
Okay,
have
and
also
then
played-
quick rundown of. Oh, go ahead, Quinn.
He played Macbeth in 2006 in the movie Macbeth.
That's probably why
Awesome.
this movie's so cursed.
Maybe.
He thought he would. He kind of did like his career kind of was like a Macbeth path where he got like really big and then just fell off because he probably used like a deal with the devil to get to the top.
Or a
Or he
deal
probably
with
just
Harvey
killed-
Weinstein.
Killed someone famous. I don't know.
I feel like I could see Sam Worthington like saying something racist. And then
I
getting
mean,
canceled.
that's not our opinion. That's your opinion. To
That's like-
clear-
No, I'm just saying.
The
I
next
could see it.
the next adaptation of Macbeth is actually just him like rising to the top and then like saying the N-word on Twitch or something.
And then getting canceled.
and then hashtag cancel Sam Worthington. Cancel that one guy from Call of Duty Black Ops.
Cancel Alex Mason.
I mean, Alex Mason is a war criminal.
All right, let's talk more about this brilliant movie.
Yeah. So, quick rundown of the premise. It basically follows this guy named Mac, who's like a father of 3, and then on a camping trip with his kids, his youngest daughter is like goes missing, and they find out she's the victim of a serial killer. Years later, he gets, or not years later, just like later.
Like,
It's-
Like a
minutes
couple
later.
days later.
yeah, it was like I guess quite turned around. He's like super guilty over it, and he gets this note telling him to go to the shack where she was killed, and then he meets God in 3 forms: the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Is that a good rundown?
Yeah, pretty much,
Perfect,
yeah.
almost.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's
Great.
just about him like trying to get over his grief and moving past
And
it.
forgive people. That's a big thing with Christianity. is
Yeah, that
forgiveness.
is a very big part of this movie. Is
Forgive
the
your-
forgiveness
Christianity in
aspect.
general.
Except that.
Like for
Oh, you go ahead.
yeah, that's just a big thing with Christianity. It's just forgiveness.
Just accept.
So it's in
that-
all their
yeah,
movies.
except your dad is gonna beat you no matter what, and your mom, shit like that. Like that one scene where they're like in the, like it's like his turn to judge like mankind, and then like they're like, so would you judge this person who's getting beat by his dad, and then like, oh, big twist, it was his dad who also beat him. Like,
It's a cycle.
it's a cycle. That means your dad was justified in beating you.
Well,
when you were a
like,
kid.
yeah, at like the beginning, it shows Sam Worthington like getting beat by his dad, and like, doesn't Sam Worthington like poison his dad?
No, he kills
He
him.
does. He didn't.
He
Uh,
didn't.
In the
No.
book, it's implied. I don't.
In the
yeah.
movie, he didn't do it though.
No, I checked the Wikipedia after just to like read about it, and it's like reception, and I read through the plot, and it says that it's suggested he didn't do it.
But
Wait.
we don't know. We don't know.
I just like remember him seeing like pouring like kerosene.
Well, yeah, but that's the
and
thing, in the
shit
movie,
into, like
In the movie, it doesn't look like that. It's like he has the like poison in it, and he is like has all the shit to like put it in the bottle and the funnel and all
Yeah.
that.
From like a broad perspective, and then maybe we can get a little more specific from here. Like, I kind of want to just talk about how like nonsensical like the film's not politics like what it preaches is, because one, there's like what you guys just pointed out. There's like you're obligated to forgive like your abusive father, even though there's like no reason to really. Besides,
your
like
dad was gonna beat the shit out of you no matter what happened. So
Yeah.
might as well just be okay with it.
It's really it says more about you than it does about him.
yeah, you piece of shit. You ungrateful dickhead. He put a roof over your head, and you're gonna be resentful towards him.
Roof over your head, belt on your back.
Well, there's like the part
God
when
in your heart.
he like forgives his dad when they're like reunited, towards the end. And it's weird because the dad says to him first, like, I forgive you. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what the
Yeah,
fuck
I
do you
was
have
like,
to forgive him for?
Well, that's why I
Like, he
assumed
is-
that he must have killed him in the beginning.
Well, no, because he embarrassed him in front of all his church friends.
I thought that was what it was. Yeah, I think that's what it
Dude,
was.
what a shitty pasture.
Well,
also.
except it's not like
I know. I
don't-
thought it was gonna be like, oh, his dad goes to jail or something, and it like
No,
makes his haunts him.
no.
No, it's like, oh, dad just beats the shit out of him more.
I forgive you
yeah,
for
like
outing me
his
as a
like
wife beater.
pastor
so
or
here's
whatever.
the-
Like he tells his pastor that his dad beats the shit out of him and his mom,
Yeah,
and
but
he
nothing
like
happens.
looks at his dad like shocked, and then nothing.
and nothing happens though. Nothing happens though. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like the dad just beats him like that night, and he's like, "You embarrassed me in front of my
In
friends."
the rain.
And like you didn't like that's awesome. Like that's I guess that's a thing with religion in general, like organized religion.
What,
I don't know.
beating your children?
Well, no, not beating your children, but like keeping stuff hidden to like protect the church's appearance. Like he was an elder in the church. He was an elder in the church.
Was he?
So, like,
He was,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, he was an
Oh,
elder in
okay.
the church. So like, yeah, I mean that's like what religion is.
And I guess
then
you could
what,
like
back it
try and
out.
explore the hypocrisy, but like they didn't. They, were
They
just like,
didn't.
"Oh, yeah,
Well, they
this is fine."
didn't because they have a message to sell. Like that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Brush it off. Don't, just forget about it. Don't
And I
think
think like the best way to kind of sum up this movie is that it's like asking questions that it isn't smart enough to answer, right? Because like
Yeah.
it's, I mean, I think. in
Well,
a
I think
lot of
they
ways,
answer
like,
them poorly.
Chris-
Christianity
Doesn't even really try to
has
answer
a lot
them.
of contradictions, but like I think the scene when he is in like that cave talking to the woman who
Yep, yep.
Oh
who
my
is-
God,
who was
the
that, by the
worst
way? Who
scene.
was
That's
that?
wisdom.
Wisdom.
Okay. So yeah, when he's talking to her and like he's like, "Oh, it's God's fault." There's like no pushback, so like you could be like, "Well, yeah, like everything he's saying is true. Like God technically did let his daughter die." And like he points out that it's fucked up that is meant to like be like a way to improve himself or something, and he's right. Like everything he like criticizes
like,
God for is like accurate.
His points are valid, and they don't give like a reason to do it. Like his daughter's death didn't really do anything beneficial for him. You know what I mean? Like there was no.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like you could have tried to justify it by having him gain something positive instead of just like, yeah, I forgive everybody.
Like there was nothing was working in mysterious ways. It was just his daughter just died.
It was yeah, no, it was literally God was like, yeah, your daughter died, but it'll make sense probably.
I think
And I
another
think
weird
the
part is
worst
when like he's like, so when am I going to see this wrath of yours? And she's like, what wrath?
Okay, that's the part that like very
And it's
upset
like
me.
this is a very revisionist history of.
Well, no, it's Christianity. They pay a lot of attention to the New Testament, and they don't acknowledge the Old Testament, where there is like a line. Almost, I probably can't do it verbatim, but it's like, "I'm a vengeful God. I am a wrathful God."
Yeah, and like doesn't God like kill everybody on Earth that one time with the
Yep,
the
yep,
flood?
The flood?
The flood.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
When my ancestor saved all the animals.
Why is he your ancestor?
Well,
Are
he's
you
everybody's
Jewish?
ancestor.
Because they share the name.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're
Well,
right.
no, wouldn't he be everybody's like? Wouldn't we all come from
Yeah,
him?
he would.
I
He
mean,
would.
Dude, I
You're
shit
not
you
wrong.
not. Alright, this is like really funny and off topic, but like a couple days ago, someone on like a dating app messaged me, and he was like, "Hey Noah, you build your arc yet?" And that was like how he started the conversation.
And you're like, yeah, well, unmatched.
Did you respond? Did you respond?
No, why would I respond to that?
Well, no, you just respond, sir, are you an active or past service member? And if he says no, then there's no reason to keep him around.
You should just respond like clever.
Be like, wow, never heard that before.
You just fucking nice with like a shit ton of eyes. Nice.
Nice. No, but then he would probably like think I was like,
Like you're like, oh, he's being hard to get. Yeah, no.
yeah, like
I-
and you can't like really display sarcasm very well over text. at
I try.
all.
I think that's my main goal on quote unquote dating apps is to not be that guy.
Mhm.
Like I don't know.
Just don't be a creep.
Yeah, just not be a creep or like I don't know. I think of dating apps like stand up, open mics. You're always trying to perform well, and you kind of want to avoid the dumb shit.
That's true. That's very true. You always want to get to the point. So when do you want to fuck?
Especially, yeah, exactly. Just like open mic.
Okay, guys, let's talk about God.
All right.
Okay, yeah, okay. We're done with our sinning part of the podcast.
This is a sin-free podcast.
Much
Okay.
like in the movie where sin is punishment in and of itself.
That's awesome. That's so sick, dude.
It's like
Okay,
I'm sure
Yes.
Jeffrey Epstein was like feeling really bad.
Yeah, he's like, you know what?
with
This
those
is good enough.
kids.
Feeling bad is good enough.
Feeling bad about what you're doing is good enough.
I do love
Yeah.
the whole like there are no consequences for any wrongdoing. It's just like you just gotta kind of move on.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what Christianity is. If you like subscribe to the faith and are active in the community or the church or whatever, like that is it. That's you get into heaven.
You're not even
Just no
allowed to
matter
be
what.
mad. You're not even allowed to like be pissed.
No, you're not.
So okay, one other thing though, like about that, this movie like wasn't, and I don't think the book was either. I mean, it was with a lot, but there were like a lot of like Christian scholars and like some semi-prominent like leaders who actually said it was like heresy.
Yeah.
What
Um,
was the
But,
shack?
like, yeah, because
The way you like they represented the Trinity being three separate people and having a big part of it was God being a black woman was another big thing of it.
yeah, which I think is like not an issue, but I think where like a lot of it also came from, what I was reading was like the idea of Christian universalism. Do you guys know what that means?
No.
So it's like the idea that the pastors were mad that this book kind of suggests that everyone gets into heaven, right? Like everyone is automatically forgiven because like mainstream Christianity teaches that you don't automatically get in, you have to like repent and like actively pursue or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So that was interesting because I always thought it was like a pretty like well-regarded Christian novel, and I think it is for a lot of people.
It's well when the bar is so like
Fantasy.
low in like theology based like fiction.
Narnia is good.
That book
I like
about
Life
the
of
kid.
Pi.
That
Life
book,
of Pi.
that book about the kid who met God during a surgery is pretty good.
Heaven
What?
is for real.
What?
Heaven is for real. Oh my god, Quinn.
They
Yeah,
made a
I
movie
don't-
about that.
Yeah, they did.
They did. I saw it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to watch Unplanned personally.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, going back to that. Okay, I wanted to talk more about that. The like, what was the part when he goes into the cave and speaks with that one woman? What's her
Wisdom.
name again?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. I just like the part when he's like forced to like determine like which kid he's supposed to send to hell.
Which is like, it's like the total like false dilemma. Like that's not how like God works, right? You don't just like
Right.
pick a kid to go to
Oh,
hell. You
man.
base it off like their like life.
and she's just like,
their
and
choices
she's just
in their
like, well,
lifetime.
you can't. Yeah, and
Like
she's
God doesn't just like
you
arbitrarily
can't
send people to
decide.
hell.
Yeah, that's
I
not
think
how it
the
works.
point with that. Well, I think the point with that sequence was more like how like everyone is God's kid, even like the murderer. You know?
But it's so dumb because like
No, it
Yeah,
is
but-
dumb. It's like very
should still
stupid.
punish
And
your
like, doesn't
children.
God have a
Yeah,
plan? Doesn't God have a
wrong.
plan for everyone? So like every person
No,
that goes
God
to hell, that's-
God punishes people. Like that is like I don't know. I went to a Catholic school and it was raised like Catholic, not super hard or anything, but like that's
what are
like
you
the
talking about? You're the most Catholic person I know.
you know me, dude. I always love praying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do say God a lot. But yeah, just like the thing with Catholicism is that it's like you get punished and like then it's kind of it. You know what I mean? Like you deal with consequences and stuff, and like God, like you have like free will, and if you like quote unquote choose to sin, like you get punished. That's like the thing. Like I don't know, it just makes sense that like God is like very human. I don't know. That's just what Catholicism does. Christianity is very like New Testament. It's a lot about forgiveness,
yeah.
which like is fine. I guess I don't know.
I think there's merits to like obviously like to forgiveness as an idea, right? Because like you'll be a happier person if you're not like harboring ill will. But like I also don't believe that everything is forgivable because that's childish.
Well, here's in like one of our theology class. We learned there's a difference between forgiveness and like just moving on and not letting stuff burden you. Like it's impossible to forgive everything, but like you can move on and like become a better person for it, you know? Like get rid of that ill will. Which it's weird that like instead of going with the like you know like I am over this type thing, like quote unquote over it. like I'm over this, I can move on from this, I've built off this, but they decide to like, I forgive you. Like, no, you don't. You don't forgive your father for beating you. You might be able to understand it better.
To either.
Well, that's the thing. You shouldn't have to. I don't think that's like. I don't know.
You shouldn't have to forgive the murderer of your daughter and your father.
You should be able to move on from it. I don't think you should necessarily have to forgive them or be expected to forgive them.
Yeah,
And
like
you won't
you
even
can
be able
hate
to
those
completely
people.
Like that's impossible to completely forgive that because it's like a part of your life now.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I think that's a total ridiculous expectation.
I don't know,
this
not
movie
to like
presents.
beat the dead horse, but that's like Christianity is built on forgiveness, and that is like, I don't know, just it seems very weird to me because not like they acknowledge all the Bible, but they put a lot of emphasis on the New Testament, so it's just like very weird to be like, no, God is forgiving, but going back like to the beginning of the book, like he has done like vengeful, wrathful, and like hard lessons, hard love type stuff, you know?
Yeah. And I think that's where this movie kind of like just fails, and like maybe why it fails. Like maybe it's, I think the author is kind of like a dumbass and like not smart enough to be like handling the ideas he wants to. But I also think like a lot of people are, and that's probably just because like there's so many like contradictions, right? Like most obvious being Old Testament versus New Testament like characterizations of God.
Very different, which is weird. But like, I don't know. Like I would love to like take a theology class and learn more about that, but like, I don't know.
I think the biggest like annoying thing this movie brings up for me is like you know how he asks her like, you know everything I'm gonna do anyways, right? So like, why are we even talking?
Yeah.
But then later they like make it seem like she has this super hard choice on like who to send to hell, but it's like you already talked about how like she designed everything. So
It's
like
it's all based on design, and
so
like,
it's like if you're so pissed about it, why'd you design it that way, huh?
Well, there's like the classic like very like philosophy 101 idea of like if God exists, like God's like meant to be like what omnipotent, omniscient, and
omnipotent, all seeing,
and
just like the like you know
what's
how they
the
say
third one?
I am.
Oh, and like benevolent.
You know how
So,
like
like-
they just say I am. That's what it is. Like God is just supposed to be I am. Like
Right.
God just is.
But you have these like three like conceits, like all knowing, all powerful, and all good. But like if evil exists in the world, one of those can't be true, and then God like doesn't exist, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And like this movie totally like, there are ways out of around that logic, right? Like everything is like has weaknesses, but this movie like can't get itself out of that logic
And
because it
tries
doesn't
to
know.
too.
Yeah,
Well, that's the thing. They really do try to adjust that like line of logic, and then they're like fail at doing that, and then it's like, well, we're here now, I guess.
They kind of do like why would God do this to me? And then, oh damn, he's got a tough job. And then that's
Well,
it.
no, it's almost like they're doing improv, and
Well,
they're
that's
not
what they
thinking
did.
more than 5 seconds ahead of the script. So
That's
they're just
what they
doing
did,
it.
like in the cave, though. Like in the cave, that was like the whole point of him, supposed to like judging his children. Was it was supposed to like demonstrate how hard of a job God has,
that's-
or whatever.
But
And it
that's
was like
insanely
he's
flawed.
not right for the. It's like you can't do God's job, so who are you to judge God for murdering? Like basically
allowing yeah.
Well, here's the
allowing
thing.
your
It's like,
child.
you should be happy. that
I'm
you're
not a
doing
plumber.
job.
I'm not a plumber. But if my pipes burst out of my out of my sink, I can identify if the plumber's not doing a great job.
Yeah.
So that's
That's a great point, I think, actually.
No,
Like,
Lucas,
that
you-
line of
no.
logic is completely flawed.
Lucas, that shit on your walls might lead to something better down the line. Who are you to judge? The plumber,
Yeah,
maybe
this
the plumber
black-
had
How
a
do you
plan
know
for
that
you
your
all
pipes are
along.
really broken? What
This
if
black
the
mold
pipes were
you're
meant
inhaling
to
from
shoot
all
water?
the leaking water actually is going to help you go in for a cancer screening. So thank the plumber for destroying your lungs.
Yeah.
actually, your kitchen flooding is forced you to take a bath for the first time in like a week.
As a gamer, that is a very real concept I'm faced with on a daily basis. Do I shower or do I game an extra, 10 minutes?
Do I shower or do I game in the bath?
Alas.
Bring your Switch with you to the bath.
Bring
Also-
a toaster with you to the bath.
Well, so that's how I actually cut down on time. I prepare all my breakfast in the shower.
Smart.
So that way you get more eggs, you get more pancakes because of the extra water.
This way, you actually just have to bring like a bowl of oats and then add the hot water.
And then so here's the thing, and the griddle will clean itself, you know?
Oh, one other thing about this movie, the wife, like, what the fuck was her name? Nan.
Yeah.
Her.
Also, can we talk
she-
about the names?
Well, hang on. I want to in a
Ridiculous.
second, but hang on. Nan reminds me of so many like women we know from our hometown.
Really?
Yeah.
Just like that, like the Christian mom. Like that was like probably the thing the movie did best was like capturing that character that definitely exists.
The dad's not super strong with his faith, and the kid asks like, why do we have to go to church on time? Well, because mom says so. Oh well, okay.
This is also a very anti-husband movie. Because like,
Wait,
And
why?
we are not happy about that.
well, because like without the wife, he is fucking incompetent because his two kids almost drown, and then his other one goes missing and dies.
To be
And
fair,
also, you
his
see him
kid
after.
almost drowning was not his fault. It was his dumbass daughter who was
Lack of
fucking
supervision.
rocking the boat.
Yeah, but he should have been supervising them.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Well, he
They're
should
not
have been
old. They're all young.
he should have been supervising all of his kids realistically, but you know,
Well, aren't his kids like fucking like teenagers?
yeah, they should have been able
they're
to.
teenagers.
Okay, but think about all the shit we did when we were teenagers.
Yeah,
I'm not
look,
that
look, and are we
stupid.
dead yet? No, we're
I
fine.
think we know people that were that stupid.
I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know. I personally wouldn't put his son almost drowning on his shoulders.
Well,
I don't
I
think
don't
that's
know.
his fault.
well.
I guess
yeah,
you just bought into the movie's message, Noah.
Good
It
job,
wasn't
Noah.
his fault.
You've
it was just like
you-
his life. He was wearing a life vest. It
Damn,
was just
Dad-
his life vest. got
Dad's
caught
right.
on the fucking
Dad's
video.
right, Noah.
Shit
propaganda.
happened.
Propaganda hit 1/4 of us. That's
No,
awesome.
Noah's not buying in. The movie says that it's his fault, but he should forgive himself. Noah's just saying it's
Noah's
not his
forgiving
fault.
him.
No, Noah's just saying it's not his fault in the first place.
I'm going against God.
Yeah.
Whoa, I mean,
Oh
Yet
shit.
again.
we didn't say anything about that. But yeah, can we talk about the
You
names
guys are actually
too?
followers. You guys are the sheep. I'm the shepherd.
Well, that's also religious like
Going against God. more
imagery.
like I am
So
God.
good job. So good job, sheep. You're a part of the herd, Noah.
Wow, you just you just no you'd me right there.
Exactly, and you only get one. So
Do you ever notice that Sam Worthington's like Australian accent like slipped back in all the time?
yeah, because he doesn't give a shit.
He cannot mask it.
It's
Because
really
he doesn't
weird,
give a
like-
shit.
Yeah, he just straight up cannot help it sometimes. Like especially when
Well,
he
and
kinda,
even
like,
in Call of
talks-
Duty, Call of Duty didn't do a great job either.
when he talks in like a hushed voice, it's like every time you can totally tell. Okay,
Yeah.
so now you're talking like a totally different person.
I can't believe he's like a professional actor.
The
Well,
acting in
I
this
think-
movie was just bad all around.
Well, I
though.
Well,
like
I
him
think-
in some stuff, but
Well, I think I can do well in Hollywood then.
I think it's a good sign for like any of us.
Yeah, I mean, stand up this summer, dude. Me and Quinn are gonna
I
be
think
famous.
his daughter was probably worse though.
The one who died.
No,
The one
the
that lived.
teenage one.
Why was that like upsetting that I said
why
that?
was that? So
That's
bad?
a way to
Teenage
kill.
one. I mean, the daughter. Both of them were bad.
Actually, yeah, the entire family was bad at acting.
Oh, you know what else was weird? Speaking of like bad acting, you know the scene when he like kind of sees his like daughter in heaven,
Yeah.
Yes.
and they're both on the opposite sides of the waterfall, and she like sticks her hand out, and it's like meant to be kind of a wave, but it's like almost like the hand is kind of down and
It's
like a
almost
Hail
like
Hitler.
a salute, yeah.
But then instead of him being a totally normal person, instead of just waving back, like kind of recreates the Nazi salute towards her.
It's very subtle.
Yikes.
Like, it was
But-
just such an awkward wave. It's like, wait, like your hand isn't like up at all. Oh, it was weird.
Also,
We're just,
I don't think
like,
Jesus
annoying.
would have been that good of a carpenter. You know? Like, he
Dude, why'd
built
they
shit
make-
around-
Why'd they make Jesus and the Holy Ghost smoking? I mean, the Holy Spirit.
The Holy Spirit was so hot.
They were both like hot people.
Why'd they make them so attractive? What the fuck?
I don't know, man.
Because God is sexy.
No, yeah, that's the thing. If you get to choose how you like show yourself, like you're gonna be hot, right?
That's like half the reviews for this movie is like the movie sucked, but damn, Jesus was hot.
Yeah, I saw that. Actually, do
He
you want
kinda
to
looked
read
like
some of
this
the
Uber
5-star?
driver.
5-star
This
letterbox?
Uber driver me and my brother had.
Yeah, let's read some.
Yeah, okay, I'm down. Because I was reading, I sent you guys one.
Do you have them up?
Yeah, I'm getting him right now. Fill
Let's
time.
read.
I am putting this in your hand. The three of you can riff for a minute. Go.
All right, guys. So what's been in the news?
Well, no.
About the movie, you idiot.
Yeah, so I have it now.
Oh
Good
shit!
job,
You know
Good
what
job.
I didn't get to elaborate on?
What? Go for it.
Why I think Tim McGraw's character was the murderer.
Go for it. Pitch.
Okay, I think it's pretty obvious, but like, why else would he say, Papa, which by the way is the name for God in this movie, which is like a really fucking annoying ass name. But like, why else would he say like, "Oh, Papa's like especially interested in you, Tim McGraw," like at the end of the movie? You guys remember that?
I do.
Yeah.
I think Tim McGraw did it, and also there were like multiple scenes where he was like totally being a creeper and like standing around his car and shit.
This movie did the unreliable narrator device.
Yeah, he's an unreliable narrator. He gaslit us.
This movie also did the stupid, like, we're going to have 20 minutes of exposition, but it's all in, like, a flashback where you hit your head and you're asleep.
Oh my god, they did that
dumb
twice,
trope.
didn't they?
That's stupid.
Dude,
It
I
was
love the
stupid
part
trope.
where they come out of the first flashback and he's talking to his wife on the phone and he just has single guy energy. I read the book when I was younger, like probably 9 or 10. But then I was
dark.
shut up, who cares? Then I was watching this again and I was like, well, damn, did they get divorced after he got his kid killed?
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought
Yeah, I
too.
thought
And I
she was
like,
gonna leave him.
same, and I was like, okay, like this dude is just like exuding single guy energy.
Did you guys notice when Michael Bay grabbed the camera and, like, ran in circles around him after he realized his
It's
daughter's
a Michael
missing?
Bay shot.
Like, they fucking spin around and then they jump cut to more spinning around from the same height.
Yo, okay,
The
idea.
editing.
I don't know. I don't know why Michael like this just triggered that idea triggered this in my brain, but like we should get our local Christian church to let us make a movie.
Yeah, we should do a screening.
We all know they have
The
money.
Shack.
Dude,
at
we could
our
make
local
something
Christian-
so, like, easily as
No.
good as this.
As good, if not better.
At least,
I think we could do it.
At least smarter than this one, I would say.
No, like we could
Yes.
tackle real issues. We could do it. Okay, so here we go. 5-star review from the
Can
Shack.
I share one just before you do? Because this is like
Yes,
really
go for it.
interesting. So this is from a guy named Nathan James.
Nathan.
No way.
Fielder.
It's not our friend Nathan James because this guy's in Illinois.
Gotcha.
But I just think it's an interesting name.
Good.
Yeah, like. Oh, what the fuck? Hang on. Never mind. Just read one. This sucks.
Okay, this one is from P,
Alright.
just the letter. A movie, an inspiring movie about forgiveness and restoration. Okay, like that's your opinion. I would recommend it to all those parents that have lost a child.
Oh no,
Yeah,
that is the person I would not recommend this movie.
cool and very inclusive idea of God. Not true actually.
Tell
That's
the
the one I sent you
parent.
guys.
I'm reading
Why
these ones
don't
too.
you?
A lot of these are like it might be because I'm religious, but it's like they all kind of like seem to have that notion that maybe this wasn't that good, but I'm gonna give it 5 stars anyways.
Well, that's the thing. It's like a lot of these reviews are basically like, yeah, the movie was all right, but it was the message I liked. But they're not talking about the message of the movie. They're talking about the like Christian values that it supports.
Yeah.
One person gave it a 5-star review and said, "Yeah, so it wasn't great, but I'm casted in it as teenage girl."
No way. Oh my god, dude! The dirty
Yo,
cop.
shout out.
The dirty cop investigating the dirty cops.
Shouts to Greta.
Big shout out. Shout out to Greta.
Okay. Here's a good one from Luke Evans. I'm not good at reviews, but as a Christian, and often having the mentality being the judge of people, really made me look at things differently, and I really appreciate the perspective I've gained from that. I will definitely watch this a few more times and hopefully learn more. I mean, okay. I mean,
I've got one.
yeah.
It's a bit lengthy, so I might not read the whole thing. The Shack is the best film ever. The history
Oh
of the
my
film
God.
is so good, and his story fits with his way of thinking and seeing the world. Because in the film, Mac, Sam Worthington, finds God and learns to forgive who did that with his daughter.
who did that.
Half of these are in like really broken English, and I get like Letterboxd is like an international thing, but it's kind of adds to the
Oh,
hilariousness.
oh, I found a really good one. Like, this is a person trying to sound smart. Man, I've never had a Christian movie sit so heavy on my heart. It was so good. I regret not going to see it in theaters. The story was great. I finished it 30 minutes ago, and my heart still is heavy. Such a powerful story of redemption. Redemption for who? First
For the
off,
killer. For the killer.
Yeah, the killer. He got into heaven in the end. So
And
he
Sam
got off
Worthington
off
forgives
scot
him.
free because one of his victims' parents forgave him.
yeah, and then
I guess
we
all
forgave him
dogs
as
do
well.
go to heaven.
The
I
audience
wish.
forgave the killer as well.
Okay, part 2. I wish more Christian movies were like this. You know, actually answering questions that people are asking. Cough, cough.
What question?
What?
Oh, except
What?
it doesn't answer a single fucking question it proposes.
That's the thing. So I want to clarify this. Like, this is not an attack on Christianity or any of those beliefs, but it's more of like just the fandom that like ensues it. You know what I mean? Like, just the like thinking everything that has a Christian undertone or like a message that is in media is like, oh, this is so good because it answers questions. But like, that's usually from people that are like Christians themselves, so they already like have their own answer to this stuff, you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
Like, it's
It's
not
like
answering
a-
any questions from outsiders looking in.
it's like a paint by numbers, but you bring the paint.
What?
One person said
Wait,
that this was
what?
the first movie they cried during that didn't have to do with dogs.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, I
is that
think
an
we
exception?
know who that is.
I
think
cried
we
during
know
Marley
who
and Me,
wrote that
This,
actually.
already.
this person said that this is like a 2-hour Home Depot commercial.
Well, at the
Oh,
end,
man.
I was like, remember the part when they're like on the dock and they have like the kids running around
Mm-hmm.
at like the end of the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end, I was like, this is like a Viagra commercial.
Him and like his wife sitting like side by
Him and
side
his
on
like
the
wife
dock.
are like sitting
In-
side
in
by side and, like,
bathtubs-
holding
in
hands.
bathtubs.
In
Separate
bathtubs, they're,
bathtubs.
like on like two separate hammocks, like holding hands.
Yeah.
I
That's
found
awesome.
a good review from some smart guy named FaZe Lucas.
Oh
It's,
my god.
seems like a good one. I'm joking.
Boo.
Oh, wait,
This
come on,
movie
dude.
really made me think a lot about complex issues.
I'm just this is the one.
As a Catholic man, I was raised Catholic, but this movie
Yeah.
really spoke to me.
Okay, I've got one
So-
more.
Start
I've got
going
one
to my
more.
local Christian.
Was that a joke, or did you want like? Was this the like you tee it up and I hit it, slam run, home run?
I don't know, dude.
Here, I've got one more review. This
You're
is
doing well
from a
this
guy
week too.
named his favorite movies are Napoleon Dynamite and 8 Mile.
Yeah.
Oh my
Um,
god.
True Christian. A true Christian.
I'm gonna shout, so I apologize.
Hey, 8
'Cause-
Mile.
Hang
Yes,
on,
that's
so
a Christian movie.
it's only like a couple words. Interesting film about man overcoming a tragedy. All caps. Theme. Alter the cycle. Theme. Who's the judge? Not even a question mark though.
I like a lot of these like 1-star reviews all seem to think that that Sam Worthington didn't give his son CPR because that would be gay and this is a propaganda
I
film.
saw those. And you know
Really?
what? It kind of makes sense. I saw some of those reviews. You know
Can
what?
you read one, Quinn? Can you like find one?
This
The main
movie's
character didn't give
canceled.
mouth to mouth during CPR to save his son. I wonder why. This was pure propaganda.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
Dude,
I
that
don't, like
honestly might be right.
it might be.
Like, not
Like,
even
I-
kidding.
No, like that's completely possible.
I think it actually that probably is why.
Like that's key
They
insight.
might
Like
be right.
I
it's
feel
kind
like
of cool. It's cool that
kissing,
Christian.
kissing a boy on the mouth is actually one of the most like Christian things you can do.
Yeah.
No,
It's the most straight thing you can
No,
do.
Catholic thing. Not Christian. I want to stake claim to that. That's the Catholic Church, buddy.
You don't want to give that up to anybody else.
No. However, it is kind of weird that like all like umbrellas like under like Catholicism, like all those religions, like even though like they have what religion is, they all believe that like homosexuality is bad, which is interesting. That's the one
On
thing
that
they
note,
they
here's
kind
a
of
review.
tie onto.
This is a little darker one. Replace the murderer with one of the father's children telling him that they are gay, and the Christian community would flip out. They would find it easier to forgive a child killer than accept someone in the gay community. Which, like,
I mean,
Not
isn't
wrong.
wrong.
like I can't. I don't know. I've
Well,
never.
it kind of depends on like what area. Because
Well-
me and Quinn, we were talking about this, and like, there's like some of the like Christians that are like, "Oh, I'm socially liberal, but conservative, like fiscally conservative."
That just means I hate poor people. Like that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
basically.
pretty much what
And
that
like
is.
those
Yeah.
people would be fine with gay people, but there are a lot of places like that definitely would be fine
So-
with forgiving a murderer before murder. Like,
Okay,
forgiving
boys,
that.
we've been building to this. Let's rank all
Well,
the.
because a murder is something you can do once and not do again, where being gay is a continuous transgression.
Yeah, exactly.
There's also the school of thought where you can be
And you choose to be gay.
you can
don't
you can be
choose to
gay and like
murder.
be attracted to people of the same gender as you, but as long as you don't act on it, you're not doing it. Because like, say you're compelled to lie, as long as you don't actually lie, that's okay. So just become a gay volcel, and you're like a good Christian.
No, I actually know a couple people in the church still. Do you want to get baptized?
Me?
Yeah, do you want to get baptized? Fuck
I
it,
already
why
got
not?
baptized when I was
Oh, you're
young.
baptized? Oh, damn.
Dude, how's
Yeah.
the pastor gonna pick him up though?
It's like that. It's that
The
video.
old-
It's
Like the fucking like Lithuanian like
The-
priest,
the-
like,
I was gonna say, yeah.
traumatizing this baby.
like
upside
dunking
down,
him hard.
upside
Yes.
down by one leg. Like the guy's like half paying attention. He's like 90 years old.
He's
That's
gonna
the thing.
pull the fucking. You guys remember that picture of Joe Biden like grabbing that baby by the crotch, right?
Yeah, that's how they do it.
Yeah, he's gonna do one of those.
That's actually what happened to his daughter. She didn't get murdered. That was just like a baptizing accident.
Oh shit! Holy shit! We could make a really good movie off that premise.
Oh my god! Let's
You know
make
what?
it into a black. Let's make it into a dark comedy.
Oh my god, we get so much shit if we made a movie about someone dying during baptism.
No, I
Holy
mean-
Get Edgar
crap.
Wright to direct it.
Okay, so we've been building to this, but let's rank the religions, boys. What's number one?
Okay, I think it's time to wrap up.
Well,
Number
I
one,
mean,
Christianity all the
I
way.
think Jainism's kind of cool.
I think Judaism. I'm gonna go with that one.
The Church of Satan, actually.
Oh, shut up. Okay.
Shut
No.
up,
Oh.
Edgehead.
You have,
I'm
you have,
kidding. They're the
you have
worst.
3 real answers, and then you have a blonde kid just talking nonsense.
Talking heresy.
Yeah. This
As
this
always. What's
this
next?
this Gentile.
Versus me, a non-Gentile.
Yeah, I'm a.
All right. Do we have any final thoughts?
I don't know.
No,
Holy Spirit's
really.
pretty hot. Can we add the Holy Spirit to our list?
Yeah.
All right, why not? Yeah. Woo.
Oh my god.
Oh,
All right.
oh god.
That
All
God
right.
is right, dude. God is right.
Hey, nice ending, Quinn.
That's a rough
Hey,
one.
What's next week? Who's
What
picking
song do you
next?
guys want to play out to?
Alec?
It's me next week, but I really haven't thought about it yet.
I mean, do you have an idea?
It'll be a surprise.
Because this is the end of book month. This is the end of book month.
A new theme? Oh, maybe we should
No more themes. Just pick whatever you want.
Maybe
I'm
we
done
should
with
do
themes.
like an MCU one next week and then Endgame the week after.
Oh right, that is the 26th.
Yeah, it's about to come out. Maybe we should.
Yeah,
do
let's
that.
just do an MCU one. What's your favorite MCU
Okay.
movie?
Well, let's all pick one, and then
And then we
can
all
just
just,
go live.
oh,
can
and then we
just
talk
go live.
about.
Yeah.
Then we have to watch 4 movies in a week.
No.
Or we just talk about it. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
like
with
everyone can like shoot the shit about Marvel.
Okay.
that. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Quinn,
All right.
Yeah, what?
play us out to the Neutral Milk Hotel, the King of Carrot Flowers.
Oh,
Part 2
nice.
and 3.
All right, we can do that.
All right. And that's Endgame, folks.
All right, easy game, easy.
That was
money.
easy. That was an easy one. Good job.